Marilyn Monroe, a special U.S. icon. Marilyn Monroe was a special humanitarian, intellectual, style icon, and artist person considered an historical icon for the Americans. She encouraged American values in different ways. In first place, the Monroe is an example of change, doing things no woman had done before and changing her life from poverty to success. Therefore, in the second place, in this beautiful model life, is the future orientation and the control over the environment and values, making her future something completely different of what others thinks of it. Also controlling all the things that can make her famous and successful in her career. It's because of this why this model and actress is considered a special US icon with American values present in she. They are future orientation, personal control over the environment, and change. Marilyn Monroe, the famous actress and model of his century, and whose real name is Norma Jean Martinson, is definitely the most popular sex symbol of the 1950s, emblematic of the era's attitude towards sexuality. Although she was a top-billed actress for only a decade, her films grossed $200 million by the time of her unexpected death in 1962. She continues to be considered a major popular culture icon. As a result of Monroe's life over the American culture, she is a clear example of the values they represent. Future orientation and control over the environment values are present in Marilyn Monroe's life and philosophy. These two values are present in Marilyn because she had made things oriented by those values. For Americans, future orientation is valuing the future and improving it. Americans ensure the future will bring means that they value the past and are, to a large extent, unconscious of the present. Also, personal control over the environment is considered an important value because they no longer believe in the power of fate, and they have come to look at people who do as being backward, primitive, or hopelessly naive. In the United States, people consider it normal and right that man should control nature, rather than the other way around. Consequently, Monroe is a very important example of these values. She was born and raised in Los Angeles. She spent most of her childhood in orphanages and in foster homes until she married for the first time at the age of 16. She was living at poverty and sadness all her life, but after she met a photographer while she worked in a factory as part of the war effort, she began a successful model career. She proved that any person is available to change his future. She showed to the world the American value of the future orientation and the control over the environment, taking all the things that were happening in her environment and mating in the force of her dreams. This extraordinary form of how American people could take advantage is the most insignificant opportunities is why Marilyn is an example of the way US people represent these two values. Another important value in American culture is change, and it is present in Marilyn Monroe doing things no woman had done before. After she started her actress and modeling career, all her life was full of surprises. When she worked for Playboy, she was the first woman appearing naked in a magazine. Also, at the end of the Second World War, the customs were very polite and Marilyn was totally opposite to that. She was bold and different, but gradually triggered a powerful change of thinking where basically she evoked the white ethnics, well civil rights movement. She conjures up the time of change and she would be seen as an emblematic and as a symbol of change produced in the USA for the culture and for the sexual industry. Monroe is an example of what American values can do and what they represent to the American people. The change, the control over the environment, and the future orientation is very important for she and for all the Americans because they represent the gasoline of the progress motor of the United States of America. It keeps USA as the greatest world power and the famous place where amazing things happen, changing and moving the other places in the world.